guys, welcome back again to another reaction video, and today we are going to be reacting to the top 10 places to visit in Bavaria, and I think that is in Germany, right?
Yeah.
So that is in Germany. So stick with us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and let's dive right in.
Trip across Bavaria, and I want to show you some of my favorite places. So here is my Bavaria top 10.
This place looks beautiful though.
Bavaria is home to some of Europe's most magical landscapes, from endless castles to medieval fairy tale towns. Bavaria is a destination that needs to be explored. Let's start this video off in the town of Berchtesgaden. Now I have to say this is one of the most beautiful towns in all of Germany. It's just a 2-hour drive from Munich and is nestled in the Bavarian Alps. One of my favorite features of
this place looks unreal, like you know what you see in movies, in fairy tale movies. I didn't know like it really exists.
Berchtesgaden is the Watzmann Mountain. It's a uniquely shaped peak that towers over the town. It almost looks like someone took a bite out of it. One thing I love about Berchtesgaden is there's so many beautiful churches to explore. One of my favorites is the church in Ramsau. It's right next to this beautiful stream, and there's this picture perfect bridge to observe the church from. Another one of my favorites is the Maria Jern Church, which offers a perfect view of the Watzmann Mountain. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Berchtesgaden was to visit Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Now I'm really fascinated with World War II history, and I had to see this place for myself. Now the Eagle's Nest was
how
built
many
in
people came to actually check the place out.
1939 and was given to Hitler for his 50th birthday. Now to get to the Eagle's Nest,
Hitler
you can take
is
a bus up.
one of
When you
the
get to the
people that
top,
actually
you'll
fought
walk
for
through a
Germany.
deep tunnel into the mountain. When I was in there, it was just crazy to think that Hitler walked these same walls. Now at the end of the tunnel, there's a circular room that leads you into a golden elevator. Even though the Eagle's Nest and the road leading up to it cost nearly 200 million euros to make, adjusted for inflation, Hitler only visited it on 14 documented occasions. This may be because Hitler was afraid of heights, and he was also scared of using the elevator. Thankfully, the Eagle's Nest wasn't destroyed in World War II.
That's something new. It was afraid of heights.
And he's scared of using that elevator.
So let's see again.
Cost nearly 200 million euros to make, adjusted for inflation. Hitler only visited it on 14 documented occasions. This may be because Hitler was afraid of heights, and he was also scared of using the elevator. Thankfully, the Eagle's Nest wasn't destroyed in World War II, and today it's a restaurant with panoramic views. And while you're there, you can hike up some walking paths into the Berchtesgaden National Park, enjoying the incredible sights of this historical destination. Afterwards, we're going to head back to Berchtesgaden to visit the lake Kunensee. Now the lake was created by glaciers, which makes it feel like you're in a fjord you'd see in Norway or New Zealand. When I was there, we took a boat ride to the end of the lake. It cost around 15 euros and took about 50 minutes to cross the lake. Now the first stop was to the famous St. Bartholomew's Church. We kept going and we reached the end of the lake. We then hiked about 10 minutes to reach Obersee. I mean, just home to this iconic lake hut, and the scenery there is just astounding. I mean, the lake's so clear, and it's just surrounded by massive mountain walls that are hard to explain. I mean, I just had a great time enjoying the scenery.
Do exist in this world.
Honestly, like it's so lovely.
Around the lake, definitely gotta explore Kunensee and Obersee while you're in Berchtesgaden. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the magical village of Rothenburg. Now when you go to Rothenburg, you'll feel like you're walking in a fantasy movie. It's one of the most preserved medieval old towns in all of Europe. During the Middle Ages, Rothenburg thrived as it was located at the crossroads of European trade routes. At the beginning of the 15th century, it rose to becoming the second largest city in all of Germany, but during the 17th century, Rothenburg faced adversities such as the 30-Year War and the bubonic plague. Without much resources, Rothenburg's growth was halted, which aided in keeping the town preserved in its medieval state. Today, Rothenburg maintains its medieval charm, and it's been the inspiration for such Disney movies such as Pinocchio. If you go, you can check out the famous Cloning Corner or witness the beautiful Christmas markets. I mean, just hard to beat the allure of this German village. From Rothenburg, you can make the 3-hour drive to the beautiful city of Munich, also known as Bavaria's capital. Munich is located in the south of Germany, about 50 kilometers from the Alps. During World War II, Munich was heavily bombed by over 70 air raids, but
Oh my
today the city is
God.
restored to its former beauty. One of the
70.
most popular spots is the Marienplatz, Central Square. You'll find the new town hall with its stunning clock tower and historical figurines.
Oh my
After Munich, we're going
God,
to head to the
this is
top of Germany to
beautiful.
visit the Zugspitze mountain. Now, with a height of 2,962 meters, easily one of the most impressive mountains in all of Germany, Zugspitze is located south of Garmisch-Partenkirchen, and the easiest way to reach the top of the mountain is by a cable car. It costs around
That is it. Like, I really need to visit Germany. Like, that would be like one of my lifelong dreams.
Not Germany. You can say, okay, yeah. Germany.
I mean, this is Germany, right? Then you go to this place, Bavaria. Then I mean, at least
Just
let me get to Germany first. Then
Go and feed my eyes.
then I'll go and feed my eye. I've actually seen a lot of beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, things there. There's this miniature. I did a reaction to that a while ago. Miniature, the largest miniatures where you see. How am I going to place this? Miniatures basically means small houses, small homes, you know, that kind of thing, and you know, small people, and it's really, really, really nice. Like they do a lot to actually preserve their culture, and that is what I love about Germans.
60 euros, and it's one of the biggest gondolas I've ever been in. It holds several world records, including the longest free span in a cable car with a distance of more than 3,000 meters. Honestly, an engineering phenomenon and a little scary going up. The cable car is quite the experience. And once you reach the top, you can explore the mountain station. I mean, it really blew me away up there. It totally reminded me of an evil villain's lair. There's a great restaurant and platforms to observe the scenery below. One thing that I thought was interesting
And
is
you know, one thing is the restaurant. There are always restaurants in those places, which will make people actually want to come there more and more.
Yes.
through this tunnel, and it'll take you to the Austrian side of Zugspitze. Now, from the platform on the German side, you can see the summit cross. Me and my brother decided we wanted to climb to the top. The snow made it a little sketchy, but we held on tight to the iron wire and climbed a ladder and made it to the cross.
Now,
I mean, the views were
this is
unreal.
scary.
In the summertime,
I
I'm
can't
sure it's
imagine
not as
myself
sketchy to
doing
summit
this.
this.
No, I
Now,
can't.
after
I'm
Zugspitze,
scared of
you can
heights.
take the cable car down to visit the lake Eibsee. Now, it's known as the Maldives of the Alps with its clear water and tree-dotted islands. I mean, the color of the water there is astounding. Now, if you have time, I definitely recommend walking along the lake full of
impressive.
beautiful groves of trees and a perfect place to relax on the shoreline and enjoy some Bavarian nature. Now, afterwards, we're going to head over to Wagenbrüssee. This is one of the most scenic places in all of Bavaria. I mean, I was just baffled by this place.
Just
It's this
imagine
beautiful
that
little
some
lake
people
nestled in
want
the
to
mountains, and it's full
They are
of farm
still living
sheds
there.
that dot
Really?
the hillside.
They are still
And the
living
lake
here,
is
I'm sure.
overlooked by
Wow.
the perfectly placed Karwendel Alps. I mean, it reminded me a lot of Alpe de Sucy in the
Look at this,
Dolomites.
just
I had
tiny
such a fun
odds.
time exploring here. I just walked down a little dirt road to get there, and it was a spectacular place to enjoy the Bavarian sunset. I mean, it was
It's
definitely one of the highlights of my trip. I'm jealous of all the farmers who have sheds there. After, we're going to head to the
Jealous
beautiful
of
town
Jealous,
of Fussen.
same here.
It's located right at the foot of the Bavarian Alps. Fussen is a 700-year-old medieval city full of old world charm.
700.
Its streets are lined with cobblestones, and you feel like you're walking back in time.
Germany
as you
is so
explore it.
beautiful,
I just
even the
love all
streets.
classical German
Yeah,
houses,
wow.
and I think it's so cool how the milky blue
Just
river
Germ-
lake
clearly.
runs
I mean,
right
Germany
next
is
to
so
town.
Right.
The
beautiful.
crowning
Yeah.
feature
It's
of
so
Fussen is the High
beautiful.
Castle.
It looks
I mean,
so
just adds so
unreal.
much character to the town. If you really want to go back in time,
Sorry?
I mean, you just gotta give Fussen a visit. Now, for a
Yeah, so I guess okay, I think
castle,
we
I mean,
muted.
it's just
Sorry
the
about
perfect
that.
place for a prince. It's what you
I
just
was
add
trying to
so
get
much
to
character.
this
The
eye
crowning
castle.
feature is so cool how the milky blue river lake runs right next to the town. The crowning feature of Fussen is the High Castle. I mean, just adds so much character to the town.
Oh my God,
If you really
Rapunzel,
wanna
let
go
your
back
hair
in time,
down.
I mean,
See that
just gotta give
castle?
Fussen a visit. Now, for our final destination, we're going to visit the iconic
nice.
Neuschwanstein Castle. I have to say that it is the most beautiful castle in all Europe. It's what
Aw.
inspired
Yes,
Disney's
too.
Sleeping Beauty Castle. I mean, it's just the
The
perfect
Sleeping
place for a
Beauty
princess.
castle
That
is the
inspired
most
this. Wow.
I must see this. At least for
Now, the
myself.
castle
I
is
get it.
nestled at the very tip of southern Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle is placed perfectly in the mountains with a phenomenal 360 view of the Bavarian Alps and the town below. The construction of the castle began in 1869. During World War II, the SS debated blowing up the castle to prevent it from falling into the enemy's hands, but thankfully it never happened. Today, the castle receives over
Thank
1.4
Thank
million
God.
visitors a year, so it's definitely a tourist hotspot. When I was there,
1.4
we
million
walked around the
visitors a
castle.
year.
When you're up close,
Wow.
you realize how huge it really is. King Ludwig had some
Oh my
imagination.
God, this is
Anyways, I found a
beautiful.
great vantage point in the trees with a perfect view of the castle. I mean, I just can't get over the beauty of this place. I mean, it's truly something
Me
out of a
too.
Disney fairy tale. Afterwards, you can walk around Alpsee. It's another picturesque alpine lake
There are
with
just
views
a
of the
lot.
Hohenschwangau Castle.
Like, it's
Now, another
blowing my
incredible
mind.
spot nearby is St. Coleman's Church. It's located just a few minutes away and has a splendid view of the castle and the Bavarian Alps. One of my favorite memories of my time in Bavaria was just enjoying the sunset at the church, just marveling at the green pastures and overall
The
scenery.
church in the middle is just so different. It's
Yeah.
different and it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Like I must say, like every city, I want to pick the best, the one I love the most. But I feel like in every 10 places, I love everything. Like
I love
everything
it.
has its own feature.
Yeah.
Bavaria
But I'm most
truly is a
fascinated by the
magical
high
place.
castle.
Well, that is it for my Bavaria top 10. Let me know where your favorite place is in Bavaria in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films with calming music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I did a film on Germany that I think you'll enjoy. You can find me on TikTok.
I'm going to put the link to the full video in the section down below. But also, right, I can't actually choose. Is it Rocktenberg or is it? I don't know. Everything just looks so nice. Everything they're just a lot. They're just so beautiful, and I really love the way Germans preserve their history. It is
Yeah.
really impressive.
Me too.
Like really interesting, impressive, and we love it. We love it. Especially the castle, like Rapon. We see this castle.
You see, I've always felt like these things are just someone wild made of imagination.
Exactly.
I never
No,
knew
no,
that
that
they have
it's
the
actually
real places. It's so beautiful to just know
so
today.
beautiful. I like Rapunzel and the Sleeping Beauty, and it's so nice, like really inspiring.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the way they preserve their culture, which is one thing that is just so important. So thank you so much for watching this to the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and put your comment down below, your thoughts. What do you think about this? Is there more beautiful places you think I should check out? Put it in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.